Good afternoon. I was quite excited to come up with a story, but unfortunately, over the last few weeks, I couldn't do any preparation, and we had to compensate with the holidays and all that. Just yesterday, because only if we have a commitment, I know that we'll move towards it. So I was determined to tell a story, and then while I was thinking, um, I wanted to tell something that was from my heart. At the same time, today I didn't want to tell a personal experience story as well. I wanted to tell something that is a story that I had listened to that was very close to my heart. While I was pondering over it, I found that this particular story, which I had read when I was in 8th standard, is the one that is the closest to my heart. In fact, I had preserved that textbook, my 8th standard textbook, because I vividly remember how my teacher told the story to me, to the entire class. And so I groped through the pages, and for you I have even brought the textbook. Of course, it's now quite shattered and all that. But the same emotion which I had when I was in class 8, I could revive it yesterday, and there were no second thoughts. I felt that I was going ahead with this story. However good or however bad I'm going to present it, right now I'm really not for that. Right now what is more important to me is the satisfaction of delivering that story, because I know it's quite a long story. I'll not be taking much of your time. But then I simply, for the love of it, for the love of the story, for the satisfaction that it has given me, I'd like to present that story to you. This story is by the famous writer Satyajit Ray. He's also one of the well-known names in the Bengali film industry. This is one of the prescribed stories in class 8, way back, say some 20 years back. Now coming on to the story. The story is set in Calcutta. The story is about a guest who comes into a little boy's life. And the story is just set for 4 days, and what happens and how the guest influences this little boy. So the name of the little boy is Montu, and he has an elder sister and an elder brother. The sister is married, the brother is off studying in one of the prestigious institutions. His father is a lawyer and his mother a homemaker. One fine day, there comes the news of a guest visiting the house. So as soon as the mother sees the letter, she sits on the chair. Oh my God! Oh, I never expected that this man could even write, and now I need to accommodate him for 10 days? What is this? Undu was quite surprised. Why this commotion about a guest coming here? And why is it that Mama is so worried, and who is this person after all? And post that, there are a lot of discussions going on between Montu's mother and Montu's father. Montu saw a lot of heated arguments, and he heard his father say, "Who is this, by the way? Who is this person who is coming here?" And his mother said, "Oh, this is Chotu Mama. In fact, I don't know even if he is real Mama or not. Mama referring to uncle even in Bengali." So his father said, "I remember you telling that he had become a sadhu, and that was long back. I guess that was when you were a child." "Oh yes, I didn't even know that he still existed, because there was absolutely no correspondence or communication between us. In fact, we thought that he had passed away because there was absolutely no communication, and I don't know how on earth he got my address." "Oh yes, he must have got the address through one Mr. Sheetal. He was a very close friend to all my uncles back in our neighborhood, and I remember that he used to write only to this Sheetal Mama, who was a very close friend of my uncle's, and through him he would have got our address. But I don't know why on earth he is coming here. Anyways, I don't know what to do." And on top of it, Montu heard his father say, "Is there any possibility that he has given his address so that we can write it back to him, giving some sort of excuse so that he won't be coming here? And how will we ever find out that he's a real person or he's an imposter trying to cheat on us. How can we accommodate a person whom we do not know at all? While all this was happening, here was little boy Montu, who was longing for a guest because his sister was married, his brother was elsewhere studying, and it was the summer holidays then. And he was sick and tired of watching the TV, playing with friends, and he wanted a guest. He wanted, especially he loved older people because he didn't have any grandparents. He just longed to see some old person stay in the house, which would be so much of fun. And secretly, he also felt, what if this person was not the real uncle of my mother? And if I tried to find it, wow, how wonderful it would be. I would become a hero. How nice it would be if I found out this, it would be really adventurous. Having all these thoughts gathering in his mind, he was all set as to what would happen when the guest comes. So the house was, as usual, after all the talkings and discussions and all that, the mother anyway was preparing the house towards it. And every time he heard his mother grumble and tell, I don't know, since he had become a sadhu, I think I have to cook only vegetarian food for him. It is so difficult changing our lifestyle for this person. I don't know if he'll, eat the kind of food we eat. I don't know if he'll be liking this place and what sort of adjustments and accommodations we need to do for this person. How are we going to put up with this person? I really don't know. And having said all that, the Indian woman, she made all the arrangements for the guest to come into the house. And Montu noticed that nobody went to the station to pick up the guest. He had to make his own arrangements to find his way to come to